bad boy.
Deborah was angry at her son. Her son didn't listen to her. Her son was 16 years old. Her son thought he knew everything. Her son yelled at Deborah. He told her he didn't have to do anything. He didn't have to listen to her. He didn't have to go to school. He didn't have to do his homework. He didn't have to study. He was 16. He could do anything he wanted to do. What could Deborah do? She wasn't married. She was divorced. She could not control her son. He would listen to his father, but his father was not there. His father lived in another city.
Girl fight.
Sharon was 5 years old. Her best friend was Pam. They played games together. They played all kinds of games. They had fun together. But one day Pam pushed Sharon. "Why did you push me?" Sharon asked. "Because," Pam said. Sharon told Pam not to push her again. So Pam pushed Sharon again. Sharon pushed Pam back. Then Pam pulled Sharon's hair. Then Sharon pulled Pam's hair. Both of them started crying. Sharon's mom came into the room. She told Pam to go home. Pam ran out of the house. "Sharon, you can't play with Pam anymore," Sharon's mother said.
Try to sleep.
Norma went to bed. It was 11 o'clock. She turned out the light. She lay in bed. It was dark. It was quiet. She couldn't sleep. She closed her eyes. She tried to sleep, but she couldn't. She turned the light back on. She opened her book. She started to read her book. It was a good book. She read one page. Then she read another page. After a while, she felt sleepy. She closed the book. She turned out the light. She closed her eyes. She went straight to sleep.
Go to your room.
Alice told her son Jesse to go to his room. He didn't want to go to his room. "Why do I have to go to my room?" he said. "You were a bad boy," she said. "You hit your sister." He said, "No, I didn't. She hit me first." Alice said, "But you shouldn't hit your sister even if she hits you first. She is younger than you are, and she's a little girl. Boys should never hit little girls." Jesse said, "Okay, I won't ever hit little girls again." Now do I have to go to my room? Alice said yes, he still had to go to his room. When she's a big girl, I'm going to hit her again, he said.
A shot in the arm.
Lucy went to the doctor. She didn't feel good. The doctor asked, "What's the problem? What's the matter?" She said she didn't feel right. "Do you hurt? Where do you hurt?" the doctor asked. She said that she hurt all over. She hurt everywhere. She hurt all over her body. The doctor said, "You have a big problem. I will fix your problem." The doctor gave Lucy a shot. He gave her a shot in her left arm. "Do you feel better now?" he asked. "No," she said. "Now my left arm hurts a lot."
Cancer.
Paula has cancer. She has 6 months to live. Her doctors cannot help her. No one can help her. She smoked cigarettes for 30 years. She did not want to stop smoking cigarettes. She liked to smoke cigarettes. The doctors told her to stop smoking many years ago. She didn't listen to them. She didn't listen to her parents. She didn't listen to her children. She didn't listen to her friends. Everyone told her to stop smoking. She told everyone to stop worrying about her. She would be fine, she told them. She still smokes every day. Why not? She asks.
News every day.
Jackie loves the news. She listens to the news on the radio. She watches the news on TV. She reads the news in the newspaper. She reads the news in magazines. She loves the news because it is always new. It is always fresh. It is always interesting. There is news every day. There is news in every country. There is news in every state. There is news in every city. Everyone all over the world talks about the news every day. But Jackie has a question about the news. Why is the news usually bad? Why isn't the news usually good? No one knows the answer.
Patty's doll.
Patty got a doll for Christmas. It is her favorite doll. It is a rag doll. It has a yellow dress. It has a blue blouse. The name of the doll is Molly. Molly has bright red hair. She has red lips. She has blue eyes. She has a pink ribbon in her hair. Molly is wearing red shoes. She's wearing white socks. Molly has a purse. Her purse is pink. The purse is empty. There is nothing in the purse. There was a little mirror in the purse, but Patty lost the mirror. When she lost the mirror, she said, "I'm sorry, Molly. I will get you another mirror."
Birthday card.
Dora wanted to buy a card for her mother. Her mother's birthday was next week. Dora loved her mom. She wanted to get a nice birthday card. She wanted a card that was pretty. She wanted a card that said the right thing. What was the right thing? The card must say, "I love you, Mom." It must say, "Mom, you are the best mother in the world." It must say, "I'm so happy that you are my mom." Those are all the right things for the card to say. But there was one more thing the card must say. It must say, "Happy birthday."
No more apartment.
Jerry has no job anymore. He has a little money, but he does not have enough money for rent. He cannot pay his rent. He has to move out of his apartment. He will move out next week. He will move into his car. He will put all his clothes into his car. He will put his pillows and blankets into his car. He will sleep in his car. He will look for another job. After next week, he will not be able to take a shower. He will have to use a public bathroom. He won't be able to drive his car. He won't have money for gas. Jerry needs help.
Dear God.
Peggy went to church every Sunday. She loved to go to church. At church she was with her family and friends. At church she was with the saints. She was with the angels. And most of all, Peggy was with God. She always talked to God in church. She always asked God to stop war. She asked God to stop hate. She asked God to stop sickness. But war and hate and sickness did not stop. There were war and hate and sickness every day. Mommy, why doesn't God stop war and hate and sickness? Peggy asked. God will, her mom said, when more people ask.
Wants to die.
Frank is not an old man. He is only 61 years old. but he is dying. He is in the home for old people. Nobody visits him. His wife doesn't visit him. She is already dead. She died 6 months ago. She died in the street. She was crossing the street. A car ran over her. Frank loves his wife. He got sick after she died. He never got better. The doctor says that nothing is wrong with Frank's body. The doctor says that Frank wants to die. The doctor is right. Frank does not want to live without his wife.
Use soap.
Kathy finished her sandwich. She had a chicken sandwich for lunch. She got up from her chair. She took her plate to the kitchen sink. She put the plate in the sink. She turned on the cold water faucet. She rinsed the plate. She picked up a paper towel. She wiped the plate dry. She put the plate on the counter. Her mother walked into the room. "Did you wash that plate with soap?" she asked Kathy. Kathy said no. "I couldn't find the soap," she said. Her mom said, "What's this right next to the cold water faucet?" Kathy said, "Soap." Her mom told her to wash the plate again.
Scrub the floor.
Andrew got down on his hands and knees. He put a dry sponge into the bucket. The bucket was full of soapy water. He squeezed the sponge. He scrubbed the kitchen floor. There were marks on the floor. There were spots on the floor. There was old food on the floor. He scrubbed the floor clean. Then he took the bucket into the bathroom. He poured the soapy water into the tub. The water went down the drain. He turned on the shower. He rinsed the tub. He turned the bucket over so it would dry. He washed his hands.
A farmer.
A farmer owns a lot of land. He grows food on that land. He grows the food from seeds. He plants seeds into the land. The seeds grow into corn. The seeds grow into wheat. The seeds need water. The seeds need sunlight. A farmer owns a tractor. He drives the tractor on his land. A farmer has many animals. He has pigs. He has cows. He has sheep. He has chickens. He has dogs and cats. He has rabbits. When it rains, the farmer goes into his house. The animals go into the barn. A farmer works hard. His animals don't work hard. They just eat and sleep.
Apple for the teacher.
Andrew was in the 3rd grade. He loved his teacher. His teacher was young. She was pretty. She was friendly. She helped Andrew add numbers. She helped Andrew draw dogs and cats. She helped Andrew learn to spell. Andrew gave his teacher an apple one day. He gave her an orange another day. He gave her a peach another day. His teacher thanked him. "Thank you for the apple," she said the first day. "Thank you for the orange," she said the second day. "Thank you for the peach," she said the third day. Each day Andrew said, "You're very welcome."
A piece of paper.
Jimmy dropped a piece of paper on the floor. He bent over and picked it up. He folded the piece of paper in two. He put it on the table. He picked up a pencil. He wrote a phone number on the piece of paper. He put the pencil on the table. He picked up the scissors. He picked up the piece of paper. He cut the paper in half. He put 1/2 of the paper on the table. He put the other half with the phone number in his shirt pocket. He put the scissors on the table.
Drunk driver.
Rodney's uncle is in jail. He went to jail because he was drunk. He was driving his car. He was going the wrong way on a one-way street. He almost hit 3 other cars. Someone called 911. A police car chased Rodney. The police car turned on its red light. The red light was bright. The police car turned on its siren. The siren was loud. Rodney did not pull over. He did not stop his car. Finally, he went off the road. He ran into a tree. He got out of his car. He was okay. His car was not okay. The policeman said, "You are drunk. I'm taking you to jail."
Eggs and apples.
Emma went to the market. She needed to buy food. She needed brown eggs. She opened a carton of brown eggs. She looked at the eggs. None of them were cracked. None of them were broken. All the eggs were okay. She closed the carton. She put the carton of eggs in her shopping cart. She needed red apples. She looked at a bag of red apples. She looked for dark spots on the apples. She looked for wormholes in the apples. She didn't see any dark spots or wormholes. She put the bag of apples in her shopping cart.
His new book.
Louis got a new book. The book was about animals. Louis loved animals. The book had lots of pictures. It had pictures of dogs and cats. It had pictures of cows and pigs. It had pictures of chickens and rabbits. It had pictures of squirrels and birds. Louis looked at the pictures on the first page. Then he turned the page. He looked at the pictures on the second page. Then he turned the page again. The book had 30 pages in it. Louis looked at all the pictures on all the pages.
Red, white, and blue.
Tracy looked at the flag. The flag is red, white, and blue. It has 50 white stars. The white stars are on a blue square. The flag has 6 white stripes. It has 7 red stripes. All the stripes are horizontal. They are not vertical. The stripes do not go up and down. They go from left to right. Tracy loves her flag. It is the flag of her country. It is a pretty flag. No other flag has 50 stars. No other flag has 13 stripes.
Hungry birds.
The baby birds sat in the nest. There were 2 baby birds. They were in the nest. The nest was in the tree. The baby birds were waiting for Mama Bird. They were hungry. When would Mama Bird be back? Then they saw Mama Bird. She landed on the nest. She had 2 worms in her mouth. She gave 1 worm to each baby bird. The worms were delicious. The baby birds ate the worms very fast. Then they opened their mouths. They wanted another worm. Mama Bird flew away. She went to get more worms.
Washing her hands.
Faye went into the bathroom. She turned on the cold water. She turned on the hot water. Warm water came out of the faucet. She put her hands under the warm water. She rubbed her hands together. She picked up a bar of white soap. She rubbed the soap with her hands. She put the soap back. She washed her hands for half a minute. Then she rinsed her hands with the water. She turned off the hot water. She turned off the cold water. She dried her hands with a towel.
Fresh salad.
Margaret made a fresh salad. She peeled a yellow banana. She peeled a red apple. She peeled a green cucumber. She peeled an orange carrot. She peeled a brown potato. She peeled a white onion. She peeled a white egg. She chopped everything up with a sharp knife. She chopped everything into little pieces. She used her sharp knife to chop up the banana, apple, cucumber, carrot, potato, onion, and egg. She chopped up a tomato. She put all the little pieces into a bowl. She opened a bottle of salad dressing. She poured salad dressing on her fresh salad.